guys are there? How are all of you? I hope you all are fine. Well, my name is Yusuf and I'm back on Yusuf Reacts. Well guys, today I'm back again with a very interesting movie review that is there for you people. The movie review that I have for you guys for today is again going to be something that is really interesting. Well, this movie has a totally different kind of a non-conventional plot that is there. Why am I saying that thing up? Well, because of the fact that this movie is totally, I would say, from a different perspective we come to know what this movie is all about. Anyhow, let's have a look at it and let's start discussing what the movie is all about. Well, before that, we need to know the name of the particular movie. The name of the movie is Wedding Days. Now, this movie, obviously, I would say one thing up, that like this movie actually did not get that much of recognition that it should have got off. Why am I saying like that? I'm saying it because of one particular reason. The reason being over here is this, that it's really literally one of a very good rom-coms that were out there. And this rom-com had a totally fresh kind of a plot, totally different thing that eventually tends to happen. How does the movie start off? Let's go deep dive into it and let's have a look at it. What were the things that this movie had to offer? The movie actually starts off with a particular girl and she's actually expecting her particular boyfriend, and the boyfriend actually has plans that he's going to be, proposing her out, and he wants to marry that girl, and they have had a relationship for quite some time now, and he's really into it and he really wants to get married to her. The plan that he comes up with is really something that is totally unusual. The thing that is there is that girl actually is waiting for him, and he has booked a particular table and at a particular restaurant, and everyone over there is quite nicely dressed and everything. Whereas he decides to be what? He decides to become Cupid. The angel of love, and because of the fact that he wants to become the angel of love, so that is the particular thing that is there in his mind, and keeping that particular thing in mind, now he's the one who's going to go on with it, and he wants to decide off that he actually is literally naked, just wearing his just wearing underwear, and along with that the wings of the Cupid, and holding an arrow, and he just wants to propose her in that manner. Actually, he enters the restaurant. As soon as he enters, everyone starts gazing and looking at him. Everyone is amazed, and then he introduces himself. I'm Cupid, the angel of love, and I want to obviously propose you, and so on. He says that. Girl who is there, she is so shocked that in such a shock she dies. Now this is how the story actually starts off. Her death is from where the story starts. Now he's someone who actually was so much hurt by that particular incident that he just cannot come over. Days pass, months pass, years pass. He's still having that same trauma going on in his mind. After a very long time, there comes the thing that he actually goes out with his friend. And when he goes out with his friend challenges him that he's going to be proposing to a certain waitress who he sees. Now that girl actually is beautiful. She's quite pretty. Isla Fisher is playing the character over there, and she's beautiful, I must say that. So he just proposes her out over there, and that girl literally, actually, he was saying that it's a joke. That girl literally accepts the proposal, and she makes an open-handed announcement saying, yes, I'll marry you. Now the thing which tends to happen is what? Both of them actually are confused and they have no clue about it. So actually the thing that tends to happen is this. That's the first thing that tends to happen over here. Then he eventually decides that he's going to give it a try. And that girl actually moves, and they decide to have a live-in relationship, so that they come to know each other, and eventually then they'll go further with whatever their plans are. That girl actually has him meet his parents for the first time. His parents literally don't like this guy because he's not so successful in his life. He's not got something which is quite remarkable at it. And there is one more particular story, a twist that is there in the story. The twist that is there is this: his parents, the parents of the girl, her parents, have actually found a very nice guy who's perfect, quite settled, nice, and they have found him, and he is the one whom they want to get married to their particular daughter. Now that's how the things are, but she does not like him because she feels that if I don't love anyone, why should I get married to that particular person? So now when they meet him, they are really annoyed, they're really angry and stuff like that. Yes, there is one more twist in the story. The father of this girl is actually in prison, and he's someone who is a former prisoner and someone who is from the field of crime. So he actually comes to know about the things and he's really happy, whereas his mother is someone who is living with her second husband, and he's a Jewish, and so this is how the things are. But actually, you know what the thing is, the thing that is there is what that story is literally quite confusing and quite unusual that is there. And he eventually then takes her over to meet his parents, and when eventually they meet up over there, his mother reveals each and everything. But the thing that tends to be very exciting is what the thing that tends to be really exciting is this thing up that in his dream he sees the girl that is obviously his girlfriend, and she says that like, how can you replace me with someone? You need to dump this girl up. And actually when that girl realizes this particular thing, that he is still having the thoughts of her, this is something that is really not bearable on her part. And eventually she, leaves his house and stuff and they part off. Now that is the time when he realizes that no, this was the girl that he had certain feelings for, and he needs to go towards her. And this is how the things eventually then tend to move on, and he then eventually decides that he needs to have her with him, and he then goes and he proposes her out. They eventually get along together, and that's how the things eventually tend to go along. So this is how the story eventually was about. And if you guys have literally seen certain kinds of unusual kind of romantic comedies that are there, this is one of the best rom-coms that is there, which has a really unusual story, a totally different plot, happenings are totally quite different that are there at the same time. All in all, a nice entertainment kind of a film that's there. It's really entertaining. You guys are really gonna have a very good time if you guys would go and obviously want to see this thing up. Anyhow, I guess that's it for today. So this is me, Yusuf, saying goodbye to people. But before I go, I want all of you to do me a favor, guys. You have to press the subscribe button, you have to like my videos, you have to shower your support on me, because you guys are the real reason why I'm making these videos out at the first place. So this is me, Yusuf, saying goodbye to you people. Thank you very much for your time, guys. Take care. Bye bye.